Hey guys, it's Izzy, or as you know me, tarotcardsandtea.tumblr.com, and today I want to talk to you about selecting cards for when you're doing your readings. One of the questions that I get most often is, how do I know that I'm picking the right cards, or how do I select cards to do a reading for someone? Your first step is going to be to shuffle your cards. There's many different ways that you can do this. And you can do whatever style or styles feel right to you. One way to choose your cards is to do what is called an intuitive shuffle. And that is when you shuffle your cards until you feel the urge to stop. And then what you do is you take the first card on top of your deck. That's called an intuitive shuffle. From there, you could also, if you like, cut your deck and use whichever card falls on the top of where you cut from. That is another way. And then there's some slightly more complex ways. One of them being you can ask your client for a number. This can be any random number that they choose off their head. This could be their birthday, their favorite number. Just ask them for a number. If it's something small and manageable, like the number 9, you would pull 9 cards from the top of your deck and move those to the bottom. The 10th card in the deck is where you start your reading from. If they choose something large and unmanageable, like the number, say, 123, you would take all of the digits of the number and add those up. So 1 plus 2 plus 3 equals 6. So then you would take 6 cards off the top of your deck and read from the 7th. That is another way. Some people will take their cards and sort of lay them all out like a magician would. And then what they will do, and this requires a good bit of intuition, is to take their hand and hover it over the deck until they feel a pull to a certain card. And then whichever card they land on, that is what they include in their reading. So that's another way you could do it. Similarly to a cut, you can run your thumb along the edge of the deck, and whenever you feel a pull to stop, you stop and cut there. So those are just a few different ways. I use a few of these throughout my practice. I don't always do it the same way. Sometimes I will use an intuitive shuffle where I just shuffle and stop. Sometimes I will cut my deck. Sometimes if I'm feeling fancy that day, I'll ask my client for a number. There's no right or wrong way in how to select the cards for your client. So don't worry about that pressure. There's no wrong way to do it. And I know that anxiety of being wrong stops a lot of people from really going forward and practicing tarot as much as they would like. So just sort of shake that off whenever you can and remind yourself that there is no right way, only my way.